One institution that has really suffered from a lack of public confidence is the IEBC. Now, even before it begins its work, there's already talk about there'll be no elections come 2027, that the elections will be rigged. And this is even before the IEBC declares anything. Do you think that within the next 2 years, this commission will have enough time to not only work, but also regain public confidence?
Yeah. Fred, there's a big problem in this country in that it's government hurting itself. The people who support the government are not helping in this matter. If you listen to all of them speak, most of them are saying, we will do this by all means. There's no election by all means. You cannot have a credible election by all means. And the units or the institutions of state responsible for managing this kind of utterances are not acting. People get away with these things and they've never been summoned to answer what they have said. This lady who was in my jail, she didn't even blink. She just said it as it is. It's a we. So it's a collective statement that she made for her people. And so we have to, and I think the trust deficit that I speak about, and I also speak about it because this is what is hurting this government. And if it's a legacy that President Ruto needs to have now, is to kind of work backwards and say, by the end of my term, how am I going to regain the trust? Because he started off at election time with a lot of support, a lot of trust for what he said he would do. And once you start dropping those things one by one, now you are forced to say, I was actually raising the expectations. And there was not over-promising, because you now know that you have dropped that trust. And you need to build it back to a place where you regain that trust. And the time is not there. It's very short. And so I do believe that for the IEBC now, coming from the defunct one, the past one, from the last election, which had a lot of controversy, the chairman and the members, the way they were brought into this IEBC also, their own appointments, their own nominations and so on, were not very straightforward. And people question that, and now they are there in place. And I said last time that they now need to realize that they have already been put in place. And they begin to raise our confidence and trust as Kenyans. The way they are now, we don't even know. And so they need to raise our confidence that this is an independent commission. Whichever way we came into this, give us that confidence. And then they should go ahead and start showing that, because very soon they'll be doing by-elections, and then they'll be doing boundary reviews, and they'll be doing all those things. If they are used politically by somebody, and if they happen to just blink a little bit and accept any of that, you will see that this country, you're taking it to the wrong end. Kenya is known for its transfer of power, peaceful transfer of power, elections every 5 years, and so on and so on. We are not going to start thinking every year we have to have a violent counting, whatever, results. Every time, let this commission now, under this new chairman, Zedung, and I thought maybe because he comes from a smaller community, he would be probably the most fair. Mm-hmm. But it's also easy to manipulate if he allows himself to be manipulated because of not having a strong political support. But here is the question. Are they ready to work? Are they funded enough? Do they have actually what it takes to start working? And maybe I think what they're asking us, what the government is asking is, what Angola is asking is, stop raising issues, legal issues against them, going to court and so on, and allow them to work, which is, by the way, our natural way of doing things. So the matters that are before court about the IEBC will definitely be cleared. But is the IEBC ready to show us that we can trust them? Those pillars I speak about of trust need to apply here, of character, of consistency, and so on. Enabling people to believe that once you say we are doing this as this, we believe you. It's the same thing that is demanded of the DCI, demanded of all these guys. Bring back the trust to the people, and you will see less problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even before the commissioners become identifiable to many Kenyans, because apart from the chairman, maybe most even Kenyans don't know the other commissioners by name, it would appear that we are preparing for another contested election, which may be good news for lawyers, but for the rest of the country is not what we are